Good morning, student. I am Saudin sir, Vedic English. Today we are going to start our first poem, My Mother at 66. But before starting this poem, we must know about some poetic devices are there, which are often used in our poetic language. One marks question may be there. So before explaining this very poem, I would like to tell about the poetic device. So what do you mean by the poetic device? Poetic device is the figure of speech in which which increase the beauty of our language. So that very there are many in numbers, but few are there which often repeated. I'm going to tell them the very first figure of speech or poetic device is there that is often used in our poetic language, that is simile. Simile is there, and the very first is there simile. Before telling about the figure of speech, the simile is that very figure of speech in which two different objects are compared and the words of the comparison also given there. Which words are of the comparison are given there? There may be the word as, there may be the word so as, like words are there, and for simile, two different objects must be given there. The very first sentence I am writing here, she is as beautiful as the moon. As the moon. Next, he is like the star of his family. Very important thing is there that simply two things are there. The two different objects are given there. The very she is as beautiful as the moon. She is compared to the moon, and the words of the comparison is also given there. As words are there, and so as words are given there, and there is also maybe the like words may be there. For knowing about, for identifying the figure of speech of simile, you have to know about if there is as words are there, so as words are there, and like words are there, that you can understand very easily that in the particular line there may be the figure of speech that is known by the name of simile. And second figure of speech is given there, that is metaphor. That is metaphor. What do you mean by the metaphor? Metaphor are also just like a simile in which two different objects are given there, and the words of the comparison is also given. Words of the comparison is not given there. For example, we can give the example here. The camel is the ship of the desert. What is the difference between the simile and metaphor? There is also the comparison of the two different objects, but here is not any comparing word is there, but here is also the comparing words. Both simile and metaphor are same in there is also given the comparison, but in metaphor there is no comparing words are there, and simile there are the comparing words. You understand very well that if anybody asks to you any question, which figure of speech used in the particular line, if any so as words are there, as words are there, like words are there, you can understand very well that it is the simile. Understand or not? Second, metaphor. There is also the comparison is also given there, but if like or so as words are not given, you can know better that this is the metaphor. How can you know that the camel is the ship of desert? The camel is compared to the ship of the desert. But if here is given the word, the camel is like the ship of the desert, then it becomes the simile, otherwise it becomes the metaphor. And next one, I'm just going to explain to you. Next figure of speech is given there. That is known by the name of the personification. What do you mean by the personification? Third one I'm telling. Personification. What do you understand by the personification? In Hindi, mostly we can say that personification in Hindi it is known by the name of Mandikaran. And you know, where the non-living ideas or non-living things are expressed as they are having the life, then you can understand it very well that this is the figure of speech that is known by the name of the personification. Better you can understand by the examples. The very first example is there. I'm just telling to you the opportunity knocks the door but once. You know that, how can you know that this is the personification opportunity? What do you mean by the opportunity? Opportunity is the term that is used for the chance. Opportunity is the meaning of that, simply we can say after. You know that opportunity knocks the door. You know, everybody knows who does the work of knocking. That is done by the human being. But you know, here we have to suppose that opportunity is just like a human being. So we can say this is the figure of speech that is known by the name of the that personification. Second one example, the lost time never comes back. You know, the lost time never comes back. You know that here is also that time is just like doing the work of the human being. So we can judge it very well that this is the figure of speech that is known by the name of the personification. So beta, you know, you understand very well. You know, whenever the non-living things or non-living ideas does the work of the human being, we understand it very easily. That is the personification. I hope that you understand it very well. Next one is there. Next figure of speech is given there that we can say hyperbole. Hyperbole, as it is given by the name hyperbole. When the hyperbole means that, simply we can say that hyperbole is that very figure of speech in which the things are expressed greater or less its real estate. Greater or less from its real estate. जहाँ चीजों को उसकी रियल एस्टेट से कम या ज्यादा एक्सप्रेस किया जाता है, तो वहाँ कौन सा फिगर ऑफ स्पीच होता है? दैट इज द हाइपरबोल. फॉर एग्जांपल, you can see here that she backed a bucket of tears. She backed a bucket of tears. You can judge very well that she backed a bucket of the tears. It's very easy that nobody can beat so much that the bucket may be filled with the tears. It may be the full of the water. It may be the full of the other things. But you know, here the bucket is going to be full of the water. That we can say that is the hyperbole. For example, many examples are given. She saw 10,000 at glance. She saw 10,000 at a glance means उसने एक नजर में 10,000 फूलों को देखा. Simply this is the poem that is the related to the Wordsworth poem that daffodils. So you know, this is also the things are greater or small when it's real estate, that is known by the name of the hyperbole. And next other figure of speech may be given there. Next is there. I'm just going to tell oxymoron. Everybody knows about it. Do you know anybody about the oxymoron? Okay, but I'm just going to tell about the oxymoron. Oxymoron. Fifth one is that oxymoron. Oxymoron. What do you mean by oxymoron? Oxymoron is that very figure of speech in which two opposite things are expressed. There may be the contradictory things. Contradictory means that the same two things are given there. That may be the opposite of the another. For example, we can give also the example. Life is bitter sweet. Life is bitter sweet. Everybody knows two opposite words are there. Bitter means, you know, karwa, and sweet means that is tasty. You know, two two opposite things are there in the same sentence. So what we can say, this is a wild justice. This is the wild justice. Everybody knows if justice is there, that cannot be wild. Do you know that when two opposite things are given there, we can say that this is the figure of speech that is known by the name of oxymoron. These are some poetic devices, many poetic devices there. Alliteration may be there, alliteration the same sound, same sound words are there given. And next one is there, easily we can say that onomatopoeia is there. Next figure of the speech also given there, onomatopoeia. You know, this is the figure of the speech in which we can say that things can be judged by its sound. You know, if we are in the darkness, if any snake is hissing, if any cat is mewing, if there is the barking sound is there, then we can understand it that this may be, for example, the bees are buzzing. The bees are buzzing. If we are passing from the field, etc., if any sound is there of the bees are there, we can understand by the sound. And you know, suppose many examples are there. The snakes are hissing. If any hissing sound is there, if it may be the darkness, it may be the not other things may be there, we can understand it very easily that the snakes may be there. So you know, this is the some poetic device may be there. 1 marks question may be there in the poetry that generally the poetic device can be used. Because for that, before starting the chapter, I have told you some poetic device that may be the useful for your life and that may be the useful in your that question paper. Now today we are going to start the first poem, My Mother at the 66th. So before starting this very poem, you must know the meaning of the poem. What do you mean by My Mother at the 66th? Everybody knows that the age, now mostly people are generally living up to the age of the 60. General age may be given in our, according to the, in our map, we can say that generally age may be the 60, but nowadays, you know that Kamla Das, this is the poem My Mother at the 66. At the 66, you know that Kamla Das mother's age may be the age is the 66, and it means there is the, she has become very old, and she has become so much old. You know, she is looking just like a dead body. She is looking just like a corpus. Corpus, you know, that dead body, etc. You know, there is the phobia. You know, one mind. You know, second thing we can say. The second title we can say phobia of separation. Mostly students don't know what is the meaning of the phobia. You know, the phobia means that fear. You know, the Kamla Das mother has become very old, and you know the poet is very much afraid that soon her mother will be dying. So she is very much afraid. She is very much afraid. You know, just we are going to explain this very poem. Driving from my parents' home to Kochi last Friday morning, I saw my mother beside me, nose open, mouth, her face, osper like that of corpus, and realized with pain that she was old and she looked but soon. You know, in this very poem, the poet is going to Cochin airport from her parents' house. You know, that very time while she was going in the car, her mother is sitting beside her. You know, the mother is sitting beside her, and you know, the mother is dozing. What do you mean by of the dozing? Some words are there. The first very word is the doze. What do you mean by the doze? The very simply word is doze means night sleep, or we can say that she in a half sleep. You know, slightly, we can say slightly sleep. You know, when mother was sitting beside the poet, she was in a half sleep. She is just like a dozing, and her mouth is open, and you know her face is become just like a pale. Her face has become just like a SS, etc. She is looking just like a dead body. In simply, if you are unable to understand, we can say that it's very easily Kamla Das is कमला दास जो है वो अपनी माँ के अपने पेरेंट के हाउस से जो है कोचीन एयरपोर्ट जा रही हैं और उनकी माँ जो है उनके पास में बैठी हुई है, लेकिन माँ की एज इतनी ज्यादा हो गई है that she has become 66 years old. उनकी एज 66 साल की हो गई है। तो पोएट को बहुत ज्यादा डर लग रहा होता है। So and she was very much afraid कि जल्दी ही जो है उनकी माँ जो है जब उनके पास बैठी हुई है तो उनका मुंह जो है खुला हुआ है, her mouth is open, और उनको हल्की हल्की सी नींद आ रही है। और dozing means यानी half sleep, neither she is sleeping neither she is awakening, she is in the that dubious position is in a slightly sleep etc. आधी वो सोई हुई है और इस तरीके से उनका फेस जो है वो आसन की तरह लग रहा है। आसन क्या होता है? आसन इज द, आसन का मतलब क्या मीन्स है कि दैट वी कैन से that her mother's face is looking just like a pale and just like a acid etc. तो इस तरीके से कवि को बड़ा डर लग रहा होता है कि जल्दी ही जो है उसकी माँ की क्या हो जाएगी, डेथ हो जाएगी, और वो इस बात को बड़ा रियलाइज करती है, उसको बड़ा पेन लगता है, बड़ा दर्द होता है। और इसी बीच में क्या होता है कि अपना माइंड डाइवर्ट करने के लिए कवि जो कमला दास है वो जब अपने कार में बैठी हुई है तो अपना सीधे बाहर देखना शुरू कर देती है। शी स्टार्टेड टू लुक आउटसाइड। आउटसाइड क्या है? इन द आउटसाइड क्या ऑलरेडी पे रखा हुआ है इसमें कि दैट शी वाज pale, thought away and trees bleeding, the merry children spilling out of the homes. तो कह रहा है जिस कार में वो गुजर रही होती है, मेरी बेटा एवरीबडी नोस, आप सभी जानते हैं जब हम लोग कार में ड्राइविंग वगैरह कर रहे होते हैं या किसी ट्रेन वगैरह में जर्नी वगैरह कर रहे होते हैं तो हमें ऐसा लग रहा है कि बड़ा तेजी से जो है हमारे ट्रीज वगैरह है पीछे को दौड़ मतलब जा रहे हैं, बड़ा तेजी से पास कर रहे होते हैं। यानी अपने इस थॉट से बचने के लिए कभी बहुत ज्यादा उसको दुख दर्द होता है, बड़ा परेशान हो जाती है, तो इस थॉट से बचने के लिए कभी जो क्या करती है आउटसाइड देखना शुरू कर देती है। और आउटसाइड क्या है? जो जिस कार में वो ट्रैवलिंग कर रही है बाहर देखते हैं कि पेड़ जो है बड़ा तेजी से वहां से गुजर रहे हैं, बच्चे जो होते हैं बड़ा हैप्पीली वहां पर खेल रहे होते हैं, बहुत ज्यादा खुश होते हैं और इस तरीके से। लेकिन जैसे ही ये लोग कहाँ पहुंचते हैं, एयरपोर्ट पे पहुंचते हैं, तो एयरपोर्ट में बेटा आप सभी जानते हैं कि एयरपोर्ट पे क्या होता है, चेक पॉइंट्स होते हैं। और चेक पॉइंट जब एयरपोर्ट में पहुंचने के बाद में कमला दास को वहां पहुंचने के बाद में क्या होता है, अभी भी जो है जब उसकी सर्चिंग वगैरह हो रही होती है तो उनकी माँ जो है वो दूर में खड़ी हुई है। अभी फिर से उसके मन में ये थॉट आ रहा है कि जल्दी ही उसकी माँ की क्या हो जाएगी, डेथ हो जाएगी। तो नो दैट while Kamala Das was driving in a car etc., she was very upset. Why she was very upset? Because her mother has become very aged and she is looking just like an old lady and she is looking just like a corpus. Corpus, you know, that just like a dead body. So, you know, she was very much upset. She was having the fear that soon her mother will be die. But you know, for diverting her mind, for escaping this very thought, she started to look out from the car etc. Outside she saw that so many trees are running very fast. Trees are running very fast. Some children are coming out from their house and they are playing very happily. And you know, while they reach at the airport, that very time what will happen? There may be the checkpoints. And after that, the mother is still standing outside. And you know, the mother is very upset. Again thought came in the mind. फिर से उसके दिमाग में वो आ जाता है, उसके दिमाग में फिर से ये बात आ जाती है कि क्या होता है कि दैट दोबारा फिर से वो बात आ जाती है कि उसकी मदर जो है एक तरीके से ओल्ड हो गई है, उसका चेहरा बिल्कुल पीला पड़ गया है और बिल्कुल वो मरने के करीब है और वो ऐसे ही लग रही है। शी इज लुकिंग जस्ट लाइक ए विंटर्स मून। बट अच्छा, एक वर्ड इज यूज्ड हियर, व्हाट इज द मीन बाय द विंटर मून? बेटा यहाँ पर आपने देखा कि यहाँ पर एक उन्होंने जो वर्ड यूज किया है, एक पोएट्री, there may be the use of so many words. उन्होंने समर मून क्यों नहीं कहा? Because summer moon is very shining and winter का मून क्यों यूज किया गया है? तो winter is used that her mother is on her last stage. बिल्कुल उनकी डेथ होने वाली होती है। Again she was very upset and after that again the thought came in the mind of the poet. She had also afraid just like a childhood fear no बेटा, एवरीबडी नोज, बचपन में जब हमारे माँ बाप हमसे दूर हो जाते हैं तो हमें बड़ा डर लग जाता है। अगेन द माइंड केम इन द माइंड ऑफ द पोएट, अगेन दिस थॉट केम। शी वाज वेरी मच अफ्रेड बट स्टिल for escaping this very thought she started to smile and after that she was smiling again and again and after that what will happen? And after that she hopes at the last that at the last she hoped that when the poem is going to be ended, that she hopes again she will see the mother, and she said, soon I see Amma. It means she again hopes that in the next time she will meet to her mother. And you know, thank you guys. Today we have been going to be over there, going to be finished this very poem. और इस poem में आपको लगाया mostly what things are given there. Mostly they have emphasis about the phobia of the separation of the mother. You know, when our parents become separate to us, then we are very much afraid. You know, so and next time we will study in the next poem. So thanks you and have a nice day.